When I first did this, I was definitely not good enough. I wasn't. And actually it was a hard pill to swallow that Maya, you aren't good enough yet, but you can get better. The thing that I had to remember is I am enough. Because I've grown up South Asian, I mean, I still am, but good enough was always the thing, always. Because if you're not good enough, you didn't do well enough at school, etc. I took out good and I was like, without any of my job, people, positions, am I enough? Yes. People then say, am I smart enough? Am I pretty enough? Am I like kind enough? Like you could put so many different words, and that's the labels we put in. Because even like today sometimes, like, okay, am I good enough to scale my company from X to Y? Not yet, no. I need to upskill. I need to meet the right people. I need to still learn. And so not being afraid to not being good enough has been amazing. I can happily admit that like, yeah, I'm not good enough right now, but I'm always enough. I'm always secure in who I am and like, you know, what I'm trying to do and my uniqueness. And sometimes it means failure, but I've tried my hardest to let go of this idea of good enough and instead focus more of my energy into feeling enough.
The other day we had like a really big meeting and it was quite scary, and Ames was in her moment of like, oh my god, and I was just in my chilled mood, and then I just ended up putting like Venga Boys music on, and I was just like reminding Amy we're on a floating rock. It's fine. Like, what is the worst thing that's gonna happen?
Exactly.
You know? Of course some days I do have those days where I'm like so erratic and I'm a bit stressed, but I think it is just remembering that what is the worst that can happen? Like you're growing from everything. Everything's either a lesson or it's a success. Just do it. Do whatever you want to do. It's trial and error, but at least you're enjoying yourself and you're growing and you're gaining so much from it as well.
I read this somewhere that, you know, where you are today is where you wanted to be like a year ago, 10 years ago. If I look back, even like 20-year-old Sarah, I would be very shocked and surprised that this is what I've decided to do. And I need to be grateful because I never knew that I would be here now, and I don't know where I'll be in 2 years, 3 years, 5 years time. Sometimes you overshare with your friends, and I would say only take advice from people that you would actually switch places with in life. For example, someone older or someone who's more accomplished. For me, I didn't take advice. I didn't even tell any my friends or family. I only told a small circle that I could believe in and trust in about this project. Sometimes there's a lot of noise in life, a lot of different opinions, and it's very easy to get lost in different people's opinions.
What's the lesson you thought you'd learned, but actually you hadn't?
You don't always have to do it alone. So I was single for about 2 years recently, and I just thought I had to be okay with being by myself. And yeah, of course, you have to be okay with yourself and who you are and learn about yourself for sure. But you don't have to do everything alone. We're not made to be alone. We're made to be surrounded by people that love you and you love them. And it's okay to reach out and ask for help. Yeah. Like you don't have to sit there on your sofa if you don't feel like sitting there on your sofa just because someone's told you have to be in your own space. Yeah. You know, you can reach out, and it distracts you and it makes you a better person for reaching out as well, because you're normally met with another story or another situation which you can reflect on and go deeper into processing and healing.
It's so interesting when you are talking about something that you really care about and in true alignment with your purpose, your body, your mind, your voice, it will just lock into play. It comes back to your purpose, it comes back to your values, it comes back from such an authentic place of you just living out what you're meant to do and what you're meant to be here for. Confidence looks so different for both of us. You know, it's not about being the person that shouts the loudest. You can confidently make a decision very silently on your own, and people would follow you, and that's a great leadership quality. You could, you know, confidently show up to a room and you might not speak to anyone, but you feel confident in yourself to go to the event and sit by yourself and have a meal or, you know, book a solo trip. Confidence just looks so different to every single person, but I think we have been given this sort of very one-dimensional look and feel of what it is.